Is Luminosity. The artist is Hepburn. Monday, are you here? He's floating around somewhere. Raise your hand, Monday. And Monday will answer all your questions, so he's very...
Did you bring her from New York?
Thank you, and thank you, London Harbor Towers. Awards, I'm going to hand over the mic to one of the co-chairs of this exhibit and the show. Sarah Lucas is from student playing piano, but Allison Rice is here, and she's going to ask for the award.
Capture a couple shots.
Those things up at the top there, those are inverters. They're basically the power supply from a color TV set. It's just a little static discharge thing. And it's, you know how when you run your hand on a TV set it crackles kind of? Well, those little high voltage transformers are what makes that crackle. So you hook and all I try to do is figure out how to do it again. Yeah, because a lot of these things look like a meandering creek in a marsh, or bugs, or the rivers as they flow. And there's a lot of natural forms here. It's really cool, because basically what you're seeing, as in other natural forms, this is energy going through matter. And so we're just not used to xenon-filled lamps in our living room. But I expect that at some point people will be like, oh, isn't that a nice xenon lamp you've got in your living room? And then other people will say, oh, dots, yes, of course, I like dots. As my friend says, dots, nice. He's German, so.
Do you ever need to recharge the gas in there, or does this go on forever without breaking down?
Goes on forever without breaking down because there's very little wattage being put through it, and because I have struggled long and hard to attain good vacuum technique. So the lamps are very, very clean. So there's no reactive gases in there. All the noble gases, they call them noble gases. Show the camera. Attaboy. I ran a wire up this because this is the difficult thing, is that particular mixture is not very conductive. And you can see that silvery line right close to your face there. That's what happens when you run a lot of current through this particular mixture. But when you run only a little bit of current through it, and there's a certain voltage gradient against the glass, then it does the dot thing.
So is it doing that more with your hand there, or does it just look like it?
No, it's for real, see, because I'm taking energy.
So these all die down and just goes directly to you.
Well, because I'm grounding it off. I'm heavier and more dense than the air. There's high frequency, oh, I know, electricity 101. See, electricity is a disturbance of the Earth's natural field. So you end up with these things that you plug into the wall, and the disturbed energy comes out through the wire, goes through the inverter and back into the other wire to ground. But the high voltage comes out through this one wire and discharges into the air and then goes to ground. Because I'm more dense, I'm thicker, I offer a better path. So if I'm denser, I'll pull the current to me.